Woo! We're live a little bit early. If anyone's in the chat, I'm sharing the link everywhere, so like I'm not gonna see. So be back for just a second as I share out the link real fast. Okay, I think it's out. Let me know if we are good and you guys are seeing this. Let me know if you can hear me, actually. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Or if this is working, because it's been a long time since I did stream. Let me see. Okay, hopefully you guys can hear me because I realized I didn't have a mic. Okay. Oh, and I still need to send the link to the Patreon, letting them all know. So it's going to take a little bit for me to set this up. So again, if you're in the chat, I won't be able to see you because I am sending out the links to everybody. Just 1 second. Okay, cool. Let me see. Just checking the actual chat. Okay, you guys can't hear me, I think. I can hear myself, so hopefully. Okay, so we're gonna wait about thank you, Chris. Okay, so we're gonna wait probably about 30 minutes for some more people to join in, and then probably get to querying. So I will answer any questions you guys have about querying, writing, whichever else, until about 30 minutes in, probably about 1:30, and then we'll get to querying for the first time ever, which is very exciting, very nerve-wracking. If you guys didn't see on my Instagram, my sister did my roots, so I probably look quite different from last time you guys probably saw a video from me or anything. Okay, so thank you, Tina. Thank you, Chris. I know Diego left some questions already as well, so we'll definitely get into those. So let me know if you guys have any questions or like conversations you guys want to have, whether it's querying, writing, real life, etc. related, and I will answer them, and we'll just chat for probably like 30-ish minutes and then get into the actual querying, just depending on how fast people jump into the live stream. As for my background, not very exciting. I know, I'm sorry. We're waiting on a bunch of furniture from IKEA, and so all of Steven's desk stuff is over here in the corner, and this is your view for right now. But yeah, we're in our apartment. That's an exciting development as well. Any inspo for getting through a first draft? Oh, hello. Hello. I don't know how to say your YouTube name or what name you prefer. Mia Guy said hello. Super excited. Exciting day. Yeah. You're live. Yay. Hi, Piper. How do you even write a query? Shelby, love that. Chris, also your background's great. I'm loving that you guys have more space to spread out. Yes. Oh my gosh. I am so excited about the fact that we have our own space. I have natural lighting, guys. My old videos were so dark because my bedroom faced the street and we were right next to a school. So all the time there were like little teenagers like right outside my window. And so they'd be like walking home from school when I would try to film. And when I was filming videos in high school, I knew those students and they could see me filming. It was always really awkward. So we're like elevated now. We're on the second floor. I have a nice view, which you guys will see in some vlogs coming. And I have natural lighting. It's been an adjustment. My eyes are like super sensitive to light because I stayed in a really dark room for like 10 years. Okay, so let me see. Let me get through people's questions. So Diego said he didn't want to forget. Diego, you better show up. So I might save his question for when he enters the chat because I think he's late. And it's supposed to get through a first draft. Chris, okay. My main thing is to find inspiration. So like if you're writing, for example, when I was writing a sci-fi, I consumed every bit of sci-fi media I could. And that inspired me to make my own, because sometimes I'd look at something and I'd be like, I like this, but it could be better. Or if I didn't like something, I was like, I could have done better. So just consume tons of media, like in any way you can, that's the same genre, the same vibe. And then for me, at least, that's what inspired me to keep going with the draft. And I've been working on my current book for almost 6 years. So I had, thankfully, lots of sci-fi stuff to inspire me. How to even write a query? Okay. Best things I've been told is it's all about stakes. So your character, you need to show their motivation, their wants, what's preventing them, the conflict, and the stakes. And you usually want to hook them at the end. So I might do a whole video on how I did my query, if my query is successful. But that's the main bit of advice that I've gotten recently when people would help me with my query was you want really clear stakes. Character wants this, cannot get it because of this. And this is what's going to happen if they don't get it. And usually the reason why they won't get the thing, or like if they don't get the thing, this is the bad thing that'll happen. Usually that is your hook that you want to leave the agent with. Yeah, like, hi, Laura. Okay, so we're just, for everybody who joined in after I said it, we're just talking and chatting for like 30 minutes as people join in, and then I'm going to send the first ever query. So yeah, we'll just talk about whatever you guys want. Speaking of query though, since that's what we're doing, I should probably show you guys my organization for the query trenches. I got this really nice notebook from Barnes & Noble. And this is going to be like my publishing journey notebook, basically. So it's not just querying stuff. In the beginning, it's querying stuff, but later on, it's going to be obviously like marketing, publishing ideas if the book gets that far. If it doesn't, then it'll turn into querying for a different book, because I have lots of work in progresses. This is like full, so I can't show you a lot of the things because they're spoilers and agents I want to query, and you guys can't know who I'm querying. So, but I can show you like this first page. Obviously, I have a thing for space. So, yeah, that's kind of the little journal stuff that's there. And I think I can show you maybe this page if I put something over the other half of the page. Okay. And then I have like my whip list. I have a whole video coming out about how I made this entire journal. But obviously Spaceborne's on the top. The next book I'm working on is down below it. If you have followed me on Twitter, you've probably seen that aesthetic before for that story. Ooh. Love that all of my cards fell out of the notebook. Obviously, I was not like totally prepared because when you just move in somewhere, I don't think you can ever be totally prepared for anything. But yeah, this is the notebook I'm using for querying. I will have an entire video on the notebook when it's actually like empty when I first started making it. But now it's full of agents and my research for agents. So I can't show you guys what's in it, because then you'll know what agents I'm querying and you'll be like, oh, that agent turned her down. Oh. You guys will see this again in a vlog, but we have a woodpecker that is obsessed with our windows, and I keep hearing him outside of the window right here. So he likes to tap on the glass. We've named him Woody, and he's a very pretty bird, nice, gorgeous blue, but really annoying. So that's been going on. Is that the bird wakes me up every day at like 7 a.m. by tapping on the glass and scares my dog, and then my dog jumps into bed with me and is like, Mom, there's a strange bird outside. Help me. Which, speaking of which, I think you guys will probably want to see her. Katara, come here. Come here. Come here. Show the people. Show the people you. Come here. Oh. They love you. The camera loves you. Oh. Can I have that back? Thank you. So this is my dog. She's here to say hi. She's getting very big and heavy, but I don't want you guys to see the address of her tag flips over. But she's a big baby, and she likes to sleep in my bed and chew her bone in my bed and do all horrible things. Do you live in a, oh yes, this chair is awesome. It was a gift for my birthday. Jasmine, yeah. So it's super comfy. It is from like Mattress Firm, I think. But it was a gift, so I don't know what the name of it was or what. I'm not sure if it even is Mattress Firm. I think it is. So yeah, it's very comfy. I do recommend it if you can find it. I would definitely want to rebuy it if this one ever breaks. So if you do find it, send me a link because it's nice and soft, and it's got some support here you can see. So it's quite nice. I enjoy it. Okay, so oh, she's all legs. Oh, wish, yeah. She is very long. She's not getting like my dog. She's not getting like very wide or very tall, but she is long. She's like a just long hot dog. But it's funny because the rest of her siblings are like really big now, and she still looks like a puppy. The rest of them all look like they're full-blown dogs, and she's the only one who's still small, but she was the runt, so that makes sense. But she still needs to grow, and I don't know why she's not growing. She just is a forever puppy, apparently. Okay, that's a good direction. Looking for a new chair. I never thought about Mattress Firm. Yeah, I didn't either. I don't know how my mom found it, but I originally wanted like that really famous pink gaming chair you always see, like the gamer girls on stream have. But then my sister actually got that chair instead, and it's like broken already for her. And it's very uncomfy. So I'm glad I ended up getting this one instead because I'm always sitting here all day. Okay, so let me see. I'm trying to think if there's Faye. My slurs just so late. My little lisp is beautiful. I'm trying to see if there's anything else in here that I can show you that's not spoiler. Okay, this is an empty page. So this is my I really need to take those out. Okay, so this is my actual like query tracker, not the website, but my personal one, for how I'm going to organize when and how I submit to agents. So I have the agency, the agent name, the date I queried them, what materials I sent them, and then if I need to follow up with them, there's a spot for that date, what their response was, and if they request material, like extra material, what they requested, when I sent it, and then what their final response is. I'm sorry, my voice is so raspy. I'm having like a little bit of allergies because we live more on the hill now. So there's all these trees, lots of flowers. It's spring. It's a thing. But yeah, so this is how it's going to be organized. Again, I'll have a whole video on the actual full notebook coming out as soon as I can get my computer to render any videos. So for a while, we might just do lives because I can't get my computer to render videos. I love that. Okay, let's see. That bird is still outside the window. Okay, Jasmine, how many revisions did you go through? I went through 21 drafts and 4 rewrites. So it seems like a lot, but I did work on the book for almost 6 years now. It'll be 6 years from the conception of the story idea in November, because I got the original story idea in November of 2015, I think. And at the time, I was doing NaNoWriMo for a different story. So I was like, oh no, I can't write that story. And by the new year, in January of 2016, I started the first draft. I finished it the following NaNoWriMo. And then I've been working on fixing the beast of a book ever since. So yeah, it was 21 drafts. Technically 22 if you count the fact that I finished draft 21 and then the word count was too big, so I had to cut a bunch of it out. And now there's 2 versions. I have a draft 21 that's like 150,000 words, and I have a draft 22 that's like 138,000 words. And that's the one I'm querying with because I don't want to get auto-rejected just for having a big word count, and 138 is still pushing it. And then there was 4 total rewrites. Okay, let's see. Tina, will you be participating in any pitch fest, or do you feel that is not a good fit? Okay, I will be participating in PitMad on June 3rd. So if you guys follow me on Twitter, I will leave my handle and a link down below so you guys can find me. If I realize you're from the stream, I will follow you back. If I don't follow you back, just let me know that, hey, talk during the stream. What's up? Yeah, there's the link. I will be doing PitMad on June 3rd. And if you've been doing PitMad as well, let me know, because I am creating a list of a very long list of a bunch of people doing PitMad so I can make sure to support them as well. Funny story, though, if we're talking about pitches. With my draft number like 18, I think, last year, I think it was June 2020, maybe earlier. It might have been February. I think it was February 2020. I did PitMad because I thought I was ready to query, and then I realized my book still needed a lot of work. So I ended up pitching, got an agent and then couldn't submit the book to them. So that was sucky, but they are on my list, and thankfully they are still open. So they have a manuscript wish list that is very up my alley. And so I will definitely be querying them and kind of mentioning like, hey, you liked my pitch a year ago, not this PitMad, but the other PitMad. Are you still interested? Because the book's finally done now. I didn't realize it needed more work. But I'm glad I took the rest of 2020 to finish working on it and didn't just throw my query out there, especially because my query definitely needed some work. And I thankfully have some friends who know what they're doing and they were able to help me. And now I love my query. I love my pitches. And my synopsis even I think is good, which I submitted to Author Mentor Match with the last round. I submitted like every time. And basically I got advice back that my synopsis sucked. And it was very confusing. But now I actually managed to write just an actual one page. That's all it is one page synopsis that I think is actually good and makes sense. I've had some people look it over and they said, yeah, this makes sense. And I used Cat Chow, I think is how you pronounce her last name. She makes AuthorTube videos, and she's an author, and she does, she has a video on how to write a synopsis, and I used her video, and that's how I got it to make sense finally. Pitch wars. We can talk about pitch wars. I'll save that story for after I read the rest of the comments. Let's see. Welcome, we do PitMad. Oh, Bailey, yes. If you're going to be on PitMad, either give me a message or leave me a comment on Twitter, and I'll follow you and add you to my list and retweet you on the day because we need to support each other. Oh, that sounds like a good lead. Yes, Piper. Okay. Synopses are so, yes. Oh my God, synopses are the worst. I have written several for my book, and I think it's interesting because when I first get a story idea, I think I could write a synopsis very easily, but the second that I write the story, it gets overly complicated in my head, and then I can't write a synopsis anymore. So I think I might just have to like write a synopsis before I finish the book for like all of my books, and then just change them slightly to however the book ended up coming out, because I cannot do it. Oh, T. Okay. So, pitch war story. Let me take you back to 2019. Pitch wars. This is a story I haven't told anyone fully yet, I think, but it's been much easier before I finished it. Yeah, I think that's what everyone needs to do, Bailey, is just write the synopsis before you start writing. But yeah, so me and my fiance was just, my boyfriend then. We made 2019 the year of travel for us, and so I'm glad we did that because 2020 obviously lockdown, but we were traveling all over the place. We went to New Zealand. I went to the Wonder Writers Retreat. We went to Hawaii in November, and we hung out with some people. So if you guys know Kenzie Staley, she makes AuthorTube videos. She's a little bit smaller. And then Kevin, who was at the time known as Kevlandia. Okay. So I, just so you know that those are some players in this conversation. So I am determined to enter into pitch wars because I've entered into Author Mentor Match several times, and this just goes to show you that you can know people in the industry and it still won't give you an in because I'm friends with Alexa. I still didn't get into Author Mentor Match. Love that for me. But so I was like, okay, let me try pitch wars. It's similar, you know, and I think I need some help with this book, and I'm just not getting it, you know, with beta reading. I need someone who knows a little bit more about the industry to help me along the way. So I had a similar situation that I have right now, where I had 2 versions of the book, and one I was still working on. One that was before I had betas look over the book, and one that was currently being edited. So I'm stupid and go, oh, I'm going to send in my material, the first, you know, few chapters of my manuscript of the new version to Pitch Wars. And, you know, they probably won't get back to me for like several weeks, so I'll have time to finish my edits. This weekend, I think I sent in my materials on like Wednesday to Pitch Wars. By that weekend, I was hanging out with Kenzie. We went to a ghost town. It was really fun. It was like a double date with also a mutual friend of ours. And we met for the first time in real life, and it was really cool. The next day after that, I went on a double date with Kevin and his partner Damon. And we went around LA, and it was really cool. And the night I got home, my dog died. And I haven't talked about this yet, but I was very emotional about it. I went on a social media cleanse because I was like, I cannot deal with this. My family dog we've had for like 10 years just died. And during that time while I was on a social media cleanse, they requested my material for Pitch Wars. And I thought I had so much time to edit my book. And in reality, I ended up doing the rest of my edits in a single day. And I mean, I stayed up, did a full 24 hours. I was at work on my phone editing my book, submitted it, and then that was in October because that's when Pitch Wars was happening. And in November, Hawaii, and our first night in Hawaii, I found out I didn't get in. So yeah, that was like super wild. And I was like, oh, I have so much time. And then like had a really great weekend that ended with my dog dying. And so so obviously I didn't work on my edits, and then I had a single day to go and turn in my materials because I didn't see that they had requested my materials until like a week later, and by then they were like, hey, what's up? And I had to be like, my dog died? Like, I need to go. Oh yeah, now I can laugh about it because it's been like full 2 years, but I was like in my head, I kind of had it in my head that like, oh, I'm gonna get you know, a request for Pitch Wars, and then I'm gonna get like accepted into Pitch Wars while I'm in Hawaii. And on top of that, right, when I went to the Wander Writers Retreat, I forgot who I was talking to, but I think I was talking to Brittany Wang, and he was like, oh my God, your boyfriend's taking you to Hawaii. He's totally gonna propose. Steven didn't propose. And so I was like, I'm gonna get proposed to. I'm gonna get into Pitch Wars. And then neither happened. And he actually proposed on our anniversary in January when we got back. And I was just like, this is not what I expected. So that's my dramatic reenactment, or not even reenactment, but like my story of Pitch Wars. And now I have a negative association with Pitch Wars for all of that. So no Pitch Wars for me, because now that's a little weird. This sounds terrible. That's so much. Yeah, right, Piper? I was like, I thought I was like on a different level. I was like, everyone's gonna be so jealous of me. Everyone, like, because I'm gonna have all this stuff happening. I'm gonna be in Hawaii. And then after that, I was like, you know what? I think I'm good. I kind of don't want anything to happen. I am tired. I just went on like several plane trips around the world. It was my first time ever on a plane. It was one of the longest flights in the world to New Zealand that same year. So I was tired by the end of it. I was like, 2020, I don't want to even travel to like 2 towns over. Like, I'm so tired. And then lockdown happened, so then I didn't have to. Let's see. Oh my God, what a ride. Yeah, I gotta do more story times because the stories I have, immaculate, incredible. Just my life is like one crazy ride. When I tell people about the stuff that has happened to me, like it they're like, how did you survive? I'm like, I don't even know. But people laugh about it now. Like, yeah, I don't like laughing about like obviously the death, but like at the same time it's a coping mechanism. So yeah, it was a lot at once, and it was like oh, I was going to work on the book, but I have this weekend where I'm going to spend time with some author tubers. So like, not going to do it then. I'm going to let myself relax. And then that happened. And then obviously I didn't work on the book afterwards at all. And then obviously didn't get into Pitch Wars because I gave them a version of the book that I had only edited in one night, including on my phone at work. And I came into work like right on time. But I was like on my phone like this into the back, like taking off my purse while I was typing and like putting it in the locker. And everyone was like, what's going on? What's wrong? You seem so frantic. And I'm like, I made a mistake. So yeah, that was a ride. That was a fun time. So I think Diego still hasn't gotten into the chat, so he's probably going to watch the replay. So I'm going to get to his question now. He says, what exact format do you have to turn in your manuscript as? What software do you use to create it? Where does it get turned on? It turned in. Wait, that's more than one. Okay, that's more than one question. Okay, so I write in Word. I'm a Virgo, so I actually write in manuscript format. My first drafts are already formatted, so sorry. Yeah, so I use Word, but a lot of people now don't want it as attachments. They just want you to copy and paste it into an email, which can mess up the formatting, which my Virgo self is mad about, but whatever. And then a lot of people, they want you to just copy and paste it into Query Manager form as well. So those are usually the two things that they want. In fact, I only have one agent on my entire list who wanted me to send my material as an attachment. So that seems to be a dying off form. Where does it get turned in? So usually Query Manager or an email. So those questions. Hey, Jesse, nice to see you. Okay, so yeah, I think those are all the questions I have so far. So let me know if you guys have any more. I'm going to start opening up the agency website. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you what agency it is or what agent I am querying, but I'm pretty sure I did some really good research, and I don't think I have any bad agents in this list. I only have 36 agents, so I have very few. I'm sure some people would say that's picky. I'm sure some other people would be like, even that's too many for an adult space opera, but whichever. So let me open up the website. This, I'm trying to think of how much I can tell you. This agent specifically uses Query Manager. So that's, oh no! No! Are you kidding me? What in the world? Oh, don't look at me. Okay, for reference, this agent said they were closing at the end of May. So I wanted to query them early. Last night, their Query Manager was still open and now it's closed. Are you kidding me? Oh, and I promised you guys were going to query, so I'm going to just have to grab the next person on the list. But that was the reason I was querying in May, was because they were closing. And they were open last night. I checked, and now they're closed. This is what in the world? I was just first drafts already formative. Yep. I don't know why, Bailey, but like if it's not in manuscript format, then I just think that like it's like garbage, and then as soon as I put it in a format, it like makes sense. Copy paste into an email is so weird. I don't like that, to me. Yeah, it is weird, especially when they ask you for like 3+ chapters. Like that's a really long email. I'm not even sure if my email will send that, like, because I have like the old Yahoo. I refuse to update because I'm an old person. Congrats on query. Thank you, Jesse. You done goofed. Yeah, oh no. Say. Yeah, apparently I should have just had this live stream yesterday, but I figured, it'll be open. They said they were going to close at the end of May. End of May isn't until Monday, and then here it is closed. It's fine. I have already organized my agents into batches. So anytime an agent closes or open, they will get moved around from their batch. So let me just find who the next one on the batch was, and we'll query them instead. Let me see here. I just have to find them in my list. Okay. So we're going to query someone else. That sounds good. I will definitely have to. You know what? I'm going to go on my phone on Twitter real quick because I followed the agent. So I'm going to see if they mentioned anything last night and I just didn't see it. If I didn't see it, like that's totally on me. But them saying they're querying at the end of May and then obviously not, that's just sad. No, they posted nothing about closing tonight or yesterday night. So yay. Okay, so this next agent on my list, what can I tell you? I don't want to tell you too much, but they respond to every query. So that's why they're far up and early on my batch of agents to query. So yeah, let me see what's happening in the chat. Watch them all be closed for the holiday weekend, cousin. Cousin, who are you? Take two. Yeah. Okay. I don't know I don't know the YouTube channel. Are we cousins? For you guys who don't know, I've gotten into Ancestry recently, and I'll do a whole story time on it. But I found like my dad's like lost family because he was adopted. So like it's a whole story. So now people call me cousin. I'm like, which side? Who are you? And obviously this person, if you can see the chat, doesn't have a name, so I'm not sure which cousin this is. But hello, thank you for joining us, cousin. Submissions, awesome. So let me see. But no, I don't think anyone's gonna close. I forgot it was a holiday weekend too, so that's on me. Okay, now I have to find this agent. Okay, hello, see this agent. Okay, found it. So we're good. Stuff doesn't have my name. Oh, it's Nick. Hi, Nick. Hi, cousin Nick. Okay, not my dad's side then. This is my mom's side. Whenever I see cousin, though, I'm like, okay. I usually, when I would hear cousin before I found my dad's, birth family, then it would obviously be my mom's side because he didn't know his family. But now I'm like, okay, there's so many people now. Like, help me out here. Ayo. Okay, so what can I tell you? So yeah, I think the main thing is this agent also uses Query Manager and they respond to all queries. So that is why they're higher up on my list, because obviously if you respond to all queries, you're going to take longer to get back to people. But also at the same time, I want to hear that feedback. So that's exciting. It's about 30 minutes in, so yeah, we'll get into querying now. So let me see what this person wants. They want my first name. Oh my God, I'm so surprised. Last name. Email address. I actually created a whole email address just for this so that I don't get excited if I get emails to my regular email address. Excited/scared. Okay, they want something that's I haven't seen before, so that's interesting. Okay. They want information I have to look on my phone for. I don't even know. Let me see here. Yeah, I don't want to tell you like everything that this agent's asking for because some things are really specific to that agent. And again, don't want you guys to know the exact agent that I'm querying. I'm pretty sure you guys will be able to figure out who the first one was if you really want to go and look, considering I said I follow them and they just closed when they said they weren't going to, and they closed at the end of May. So like that will definitely help you find who exactly I was going to query, but please don't stalk them or anything because that's weird. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me check out the chat again. Good idea. Oh, that's a great idea. I've talked about so much stuff I don't even know what great idea you guys are talking about. I know it's a lot of extra work to contact every query, but it's so nice, so helpful, especially for new authors. Yeah, right. So that's why they were high up on my list, is because on Query Tracker it says that they take longer to get back to people because they do respond to every query. So I want to make sure I got to them early so they can give me feedback as soon as possible. I don't know if they give feedback or they just respond like with a general query, but I'm hoping my material is just so good that they will have to give me personal response. Let's see. I'm gonna have to open up some files now because they want my bio. I'm a boring person, so it's only one sentence. Oh, let me see. Okay. Let me see. They want my website, which I just worked on updating yesterday, so I hope nothing is broken when they want to go to look at it, because I tend to break things. I don't use like templates like a lot of people use on Wix. I actually like build the site from scratch. So like that tends to make things broken sometimes, especially if people look at it on mobile. It's really boring on mobile. I recommend using desktop. If your query is referral, who referred you? I wish I got a referral. Let me see. I don't see my genre. Imagine they don't actually represent my genre. That would be just fantastic. Love that for me. No, it's here. I was just blind. Okay. In which case, like, I don't know how they would have ended up on my my list, because I was really adamant about only putting people that accepted adult sci-fi. Okay. Let me see. And with these first, what's it called? These first agents too, I mostly chose people that I couldn't, what's it called? Personalize the query to. The first one I actually wrote up the personalization for them last night. So we might have to try and find a personalization for this agent, just to add on. So let me see here, to grab agent's name. I'm really hoping my dyslexia doesn't like make me misspell any names. It already ruins my day enough all the time. Okay, let's see. Special email is a good idea. Yeah, I've heard that a lot. So I was like, you know what? My other email has lots of spam. I'm still teetering between YA and adult for my book. It's such a drastic change between them when it comes to publishing, marketing, etc. Yeah, it's true. I definitely think if you're writing anything sci-fi-ish, just go adult, because one, larger word count usually isn't accepted in YA, and two, YA sci-fi is just, it's a whole beast within itself, and usually people don't like that. So if you're in sci-fi, just go adult. Okay, now they want the first 10 pages of my book in a Word doc. So now we have to go open up the whole manuscript and just choose the first 10 pages, which is another thing too that I had already done with the other agent. They wanted the first 3 chapters, so I already put those in a Word doc so I could just copy and paste them. But now we have to go and do a whole different thing. So copy and paste the first 10 pages. Oh, it ends on a really good spot. The first 10 pages. That's nice. I love that for me. It ends on a really good spot. That's cool. So yeah, now I have to go put like the page number on the top and everything. To reformat the whole thing. It's fine. It's not that bad. But I just had already done this for the other agent, so I was like, oh, I'll just pop in there and like just, you know, attach what I already set up. And of course now they closed. I love that. Fantastic. Let me see. Format page numbers. Start at 0. Awesome. Gotta save the new document. I have so many folders for this book on here. I'm like, I literally have gone through like 2 or 3 computers writing this book in the past 5, almost 6 years. So there's a lot of folders of different versions. Okay, save. It's funny, I actually did find an old version of the book on one of my old laptops right before I moved. So if you guys want, I can do a whole video about the older versions or some old stories too. I probably have some old stories on that are not good. So that'd be a fun video. It's just, damn it. I misspelled my own last name on the document name. We don't want that. Okay, I fixed it. I just put an extra letter, that's all, but fantastic. That's not the impression I want to give. Okay, as that, I'll check the chat. What's going on? Let me see. Brandon Sanderson. His work's divided between the two as well and has expressed his revision with making such a call before the book is really done. With Brandon Sanderson specifically, he has on his website a bunch of like his lectures. I think he was a college professor for creative writing. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. But he has a lot of videos of him giving advice for free online. So if you really like Brandon Sanderson, I would check that out. That's like who I thought of when she said that. You're seriously the only YA sci-fi I could think of. YA sci-fi, let me think. I mean, J. Kristoff, Andy Kaufman, the author of Gear Breakers, that book just came out. Let me see. I have so many. I wish I could just, you know what? I will bring in a huge pile of YA sci-fi books because YA sci-fi does exist. It's just not marketed well at all. 7 letters, how do you spell that? Oh, it's just a few towns away from where I live. Oh, that's cool. I've watched them all. Oh, nice. I just added an extra, like an S on the end. I just typed wrong. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna bring in a pile of YA sci-fi because originally my book was YA. So like, I know my stuff and I have lots of books. So I'll be right back. I wasn't joking. Oh, I wasn't joking about how many YA sci-fi books I have. Am I making a point and also hurting myself? Yes. Anyways, YA sci-fi. Mara Millen. These were all going to be like comps for my book. By the way, Goddess in the Machine, Laura Beth Johnson. But then I turned my book into adult. So all this market research was for nothing, but they're still good books. Ground Chaser, Rebecca Coffin-Daffer. Home Model Girls by Emily Shkrutsky. Don't ask me to pronounce any of these names. I didn't prepare this. The Other Side of the Sky, Amy Coffin, Megan Spooner. The Disasters, M.K. England. I just found this one the other day. There's really literally no marketing for this one, but it's called Devastation Glass by Glenn Zipper and Elaine Mongian. Tara's going to come here and knock over this entire thing of books. And how could we forget Brightly Burning by Alexa Dunn. Hello, like AuthorTube. Hello. This one's also signed just to brag. Just to be that person. But we hung out at Y'all West and she signed it for me. Poor Jenna, AuthorTube sister. This is one of my most prized possessions. Empress of a Thousand Skies, Rhonda Eliza. Mirage by Somaya Dowd. I don't think I grabbed it, but there's also what's it called? It's by Alicia Dow. It's really good though. I read that one in one sitting. It was so good. Aurora Rising, J. Kristoff, Amy Kaufman. Shadowrun, Adrian Strickland and Michael Miller. Honor Among Honor Among Thieves. This is why Rochelle Kane and Anne Agua are Once and Future. It's a James Patterson, and like press, and then of course Brandon Sanderson, Skyward. So that's my collection. Oh, Alexa, Sound of Stars. Yes, Sound of Stars. Yes, I'm looking. Hi, Alexa. Okay, what did I see? Ooh, Love Brightly Burning. Yes. Let me see. I didn't mean to make you get up. It's fine. That's impressive. Oh wow, proud of. Yeah, I'm not sure actually where my Sound of Stars copy went. I think my sister might have stole it for the Ace rep. So she might have it actually. So weird to me that fantasy is so popular while YA stuff gets. Don't even get me started. I was a bookseller. So the fact that the YA section is called YA Fantasy and Adventure when really it's YA Sci-Fi and Fantasy, I literally tried to make them change it. Because I was like, you know what? Gotta advertise the sci-fi. I literally hand sold so many of these books because I was like, I need people to understand that YA sci-fi is amazing. Okay, let's see. Shooting my sci-fi from away to, yeah, same thing, fiction of fiction. Wow, that really was hard for me to say. I love the name though, but I just can't say it because my speech impediment. But yeah, I changed mine from YA to adult too. Oh my God, how did I forget the Sound of Stars? Yeah, the Sound of Stars. Read Sanderson Skyward series yet? No, I haven't. I read a little bit of it and I couldn't get through the beginning just because I really wanted something that picked up quicker at the time. It's not bad, but I just, at the time when I was reading it, I wanted something faster paced and it wasn't fast paced enough for me, but it's still definitely on my list of things to read. Someone can hi. I love that, Alexa. There's also Deeper Cuts. These Broken Stars by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. Yep, For Darkness Shows the Stars by Deanna Peterford. I haven't heard of that one. I'll have to look it up. Across the Universe by Beth Revis. Yes. Okay. I have a story about Across the Universe. I tried to order it and they like had it in their system that I ordered it for like a long time. And eventually they just canceled it. So I don't know why in the world apparently I can't get Across the Universe, but I'm very upset about it. Ultraviolet. Okay. I definitely need to look up all these. All of these were formative YA sci-fis for me. That still slap. Love that. Kicks the, okay. I need to look all these up. Yeah, I need to wait, I need to like have these saved real quick. Hold on. I barely have any room on my bookshelves as it is, and then you're over here giving me all these recommendations. Okay, yeah, I'm looking all these up. But Alexa, I'm surprised. Thank you for joining us. I'm surprised you had the time. Your not debut, but your third book just came out, The Ivies, which I have as well, and I need to get you to sign too. So what's funny is now my books don't live together anymore because Barnes & Noble separates teen fiction from teen fantasy and adventure. Yeah, they do. They changed that during the pandemic, they rearranged all of their stores basically to make it look more like a maze, so you will get lost, and one, need a bookseller's help to help you find a book, so it makes booksellers more useful, and then two, people get lost and find things they didn't expect to buy. So that's their plan, was just to confuse people. Styrian planet set rather than a space, but it's definitely good stuff. Okay, Jenna, I have multiple copies. I can probably give you a paperback, but I'll... Yes, the maze is so confusing. They that was their little purpose. I talked to some booksellers who still work there because I didn't get brought back after the pandemic. Yeah, that was the purpose of everything. I could have gone in and helped them reorganize everything, but I was like, stay home in the middle of a pandemic or go clean bookshelves and move them across the store. And you have to take off the books and then put them back on. No, and I didn't go back. And our bookstores can do their own tables. Yeah, we were able to do our own displays and stuff before. Tables, not so much because they had a lack of tables, but now they can, so that's nice. Just pay to play. Hope chance to being on the table display. Okay, I am gonna go to the Barnes & Noble I used to work at, and I will talk to them about putting the IVs on a table for you, because they need to. It's a gorgeous book. They need to display it as much as they can. I went to Bresden last month and was like, huh? I thought it was just because I hadn't been to one in like 2 years. No, it's literally because during the pandemic, around June to August, I think, they went and they rearranged everything, and they were calling in like old employees. They're like, please help us go and rearrange the whole store. And so beautifully next to Karen and Holly Jackson. Okay, I will look that up as well and have them. I can make the store money. I'll let them know. Okay, back to querying though. Okay, focus. I'm just an illustrator. No. Okay, let's see. Okay. I think this is actually it. That's all they asked for. Yeah. So I guess we just send it now. I'm scared. Okay, I'm just gonna hit submit. We're hitting submit. Let me double check. Okay, we're hitting submit. Confirm your email address. I was so like hyped up, and then they were like, you thought actually need to go confirm your email address. Love that. Okay. Okay, we're sending it. We're sending the query. We're sending the query. We're sending it. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me see. It's received. They sent a confirmation to my email that I need to go check. What else? They have the thing. Oh, I have a status. That's cool. Okay. I can view the status of my thing here. Awesome. That is awesome. Okay, this is the wrong email. Hold on. Okay, I sent my first query. Oh my God. Okay, let me see. I still have not gotten the confirmation. I'm gonna imagine I put in the wrong email. That would be messed up, but kind of funny, honestly. No, I did. Okay, it's just gonna take them a little bit. Did I spell my own name wrong again? Okay, no, I did. Cool. Awesome. Okay, let me see. Oh, okay, nice. You've got this. Yay! Thank you, Bailey, Piper, Mia, Amy, and Bailey. Yay! That's great. I was like so excited, and then that pop-up happened, and I was like, oh no, I did something wrong. And I'm just confirming the email. Okay, so yeah, it's sent. You did it. I always get nervous about misspelling and rereading my emails over and over. Yeah, I did not want to have to read over my query one more time, because it's been looked at. It's been looked at. Like, it's fine. If I like kept looking at it, I was gonna just cry. So luckily everything was just copy paste of things I've already checked over 1,000,000 times, because I don't want to look at it again right now. But yeah, so now it's just time to add the fact that I queried them today to my query tracker, rather than the person who just closed. You weren't. I don't know if you were here for that, Alexa, but yeah, I went to go query someone. The whole reason I was querying today rather than starting with PitMad was because an agent was going to close at the end of the month, and I double checked last night and they were still open, and then today they closed. So that's fantastic. Love that for me. Okay, what agency is this? Okay, it's this agency. I queried this person that you guys can't know. I mean, I could tell some people later, but not right now. Okay, today's date. And this person takes a while to get back to people, so I don't expect anything soon. But who knows? You never know what could happen. I still have not gotten a confirmation email. How long do these take for anyone who's queried? How long does it take to get information back from Query Tracker? Because I don't know. Okay, yeah. I don't know what else to do then. If you guys have any more questions or want to talk about any specific things, we can definitely do that before I close things out, because now I need to go privately freak out about the fact that I sent a query and like this is happening. But let me see. Permission for manager. Oh, is it query manager? I'm stupid. It's query manager. You're right. You're right. I was saying query tracker because I literally have query tracker written on my personal query tracker in front of me. Let's see. It's usually immediate. I'm really thinking I misspelled my email now. Do caps matter? No, there's nothing in my spam. I've never used this email for anything else, so there's literally nothing. Huh. If caps matter, then I really fucked up, because apparently it's not caps. I'm like, shit, did I mess up? Yeah, I don't know. That's my email, so I just still haven't gotten anything. Love that. We'll freak out about that later, the fact that I didn't get a confirmation. Yeah, caption a matter with an email. That's what I thought too. So I don't know why it hasn't sent. I don't know. Maybe it's like they're sort of closed right now because East Coast is like way ahead of my West Coast. I have no idea. So that's everything's fine. Everything's fine. Love that. Love it. It's fantastic. Don't mind as I go cry. What else can I talk about with the book? Oh, I have it with alpha readers right now, so that's happening. I actually had someone who was a beta reader finish their alpha read, and they were just like double checking that everything I added made sense, which now it doesn't really matter because I took a lot of that out to, get the word count. So, yeah, but they finished like super quick. They read the book like really fast, so that's good. But everything that I've seen from the 2 alpha readers I currently have going, 3 alpha readers I currently have going through it, it's really only like minor spelling and grammar mistakes. There's nothing like big or anything that's been confusing to them, so that's really good. I probably could just send it out the way it currently is and be fine, but I just want to double check for the sake of my dyslexia that I didn't like put words that don't mean what I think they do in there because I just auto-corrected them and didn't pay attention, and I've just been reading them as the correct word the entire time. Sometimes confirmation emails get lost. Possibly. It's okay. It'll come. It's okay. Yeah, I love how you all are like comforting me, and meanwhile I'm like breathing into a paper bag. It's fine. Okay. So yeah, so alpha readers have been saying that the book's really good. Even ones who read it like before, they're like, oh, love the changes you did. So that's been exciting. And it's really only just been like, I did a whole thing where I did like the find and replace and just deleted a bunch of like filler words, but then some of those words were needed, so I added them back in, but other times I added them in and then didn't realize they were already there, and then I added them twice. So there's like new and no right next to each other, or like had. So luckily those people are almost done. One of them is already finished, and I can just go through and make sure that I cut all of those out. I already did it for the first 3 chapters, and I'm probably going to do it for like the next 3 chapters and just keep going like that, so I don't have to sit down and do the whole book at once. So yeah, I think that is it for me. So if you guys have anything you seriously want to talk about, now would be the time to let me know, and I will answer or discuss anything you guys want to. But if not, we will quit out on the hour mark. So don't mind as I just obsess over my email for a little bit. Thank you guys for comforting me also, because like I am a bundle of nerves. Okay, let me see. I haven't done a live stream in a long time, so I'm not sure how long the delay is on things, just so we're clear. If I like end up coming out of the stream and then you guys message me, like on the like in the chat, it's because I don't know how much of a delay there is. Okay, let me see. Imagine it showed up to like the wrong email somehow. That'd be hilarious. Nope, still nothing. Interesting. Okay. Okay. It's never impressed. Yep. Could be, yeah, it could be my internet. We're in the hills now, so like, one, I don't have data if the internet doesn't work, and then two, it's the hills, so any wind that comes through just knocks out the internet. I'm surprised this, knock on wood, this live stream's lasting this long. Some random person gets a confirmation right. Someone who's like Jen Street and not Jenna Streety. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it could be the stream too. Okay, I am going to quit out now, I think then. I don't see any more questions. But thank you guys so much for joining in. I will do more of these probably soon. But thank you guys for being part of this. I will see you guys later. So bye. Yes, thank you, Piper. Oh no, I'm actually gonna wait until like June 3rd to send out my second batch because of PitMad. So no more today. This is just the first one. Okay, thank you so much. You're like, bye Bailey, bye Mia, bye Piper, bye Alexa, bye my cousin Nick, bye Amy, bye everybody else. Have a good day.